In March 1938, the Nazis moved into Austria and many Jews tried to find their way out. Sigmund Freud was lucky enough to find a way out. By the time he left Vienna on the 4th of June 1938, he was 82 years old. He was internationally famous, and no doubt this helped him to find somewhere to live. However, 4 of his 5 sisters had nowhere to go, and despite their advanced age, the Nazis deported them to death camps. The sister Rosa Graf was deported from Vienna to Treblinka. On the 27th of February 1946, the International Military Tribunal was in session in Nuremberg. Samuel Reisman had escaped from Treblinka, and he was being questioned as a witness. He was rounded up in the Warsaw Ghetto in August 1942 and taken to Treblinka. He survived as he was chosen to do slave labour in the camp. During the questioning, senior counsellor Smirnov asked him, "I asked you, witness, to tell me how Kurt Franz killed the woman who claimed to be Sigmund Freud's sister. Do you remember that?" Samuel Reisman responded, "It was like this. The train arrived from Vienna. I was standing on the platform when the people were led out of the carriages. An elderly woman approached Kurt Franz, pulled out an ID card and said that she was Sigmund Freud's sister. She asked if she could be used for some light office work. Franz looked at the ID card carefully and said that it was probably a mistake, took her to the timetable and said that a train was leaving for Vienna in 2 hours. She could leave all her valuables and documents here, go to the bathhouse, and after the bath her documents and her train ticket to Vienna would be available for her. Of course, this woman went to the bathhouse, from which she never returned." Rosa Freud was born on the 21st of March 1860. This photograph shows Rosa with her daughter in 1897. In November 1941, she was ordered to vacate her apartment and move to overcrowded lodgings where Jews were kept before deportation. She was transported from where she was living at Seegasse 9 in the 9th district of Vienna to Theresienstadt on the 28th of August 1942 on Transport 49. Of the 1,008 people deported to Theresienstadt on that day, only 38 survived the war. On the 23rd of September 1942, Transport BQ left Theresienstadt with 2,005 people on board. It was the third of 8 transports of elderly and sick Jews, including 716 people from Vienna, 400 from Westphalia, and 356 from Lower Silesia. It arrived in either Treblinka or Mały Trostenec near Minsk on either the 25th or 26th of September 1942. This transport included Rosa's sisters, Marie Freud and Paula Winternitz. Adolphine Freud died on the 5th of February 1943 in Theresienstadt. Her death was put down to internal hemorrhaging, which could have been caused by natural causes due to her age, or it could have been caused by starvation or a starvation-related illness. On the 29th of September 1942, the transport list from Theresienstadt shows a Rosa Graf born on the 21st of March 1860 on Transport BS to Treblinka. Of the 2,001 people on this train, everyone was killed on the day of arrival at Treblinka. Other dates have been given for Rosa's murder, but she is on the transport list for that day. How can we therefore explain the testimony given by Samuel Reisman? As the trains did not have destination boards on them, there is no reason for him to know where the train had come from, and this information could have come from the SS. Furthermore, as a large number of the Theresienstadt deportees were from Vienna, then the prisoners could assume that it had come from Vienna. What is harder to explain is the station and the timetables, which did not go up until much later. A fake station was built at Treblinka at the end of 1942. This station had a clock with the time painted on it. It never changed. There were timetables, a ticket counter and direction signs. Clearly the point of this was to ensure that new arrivals were temporarily put at ease about the place they had arrived at. This was also confirmed by Reisman himself, who said at Nuremberg, "When they left the train, the people really had the impression that they were at a normal station from where trains continue to other cities such as Suwałki, Vienna, Grodno, and so on." The last deportation train from Theresienstadt to Treblinka departed on the 22nd of October 1942. That is several weeks before this fake station was built. There were 2 deportation trains directly from Vienna to Treblinka on the 23rd of March 1943 and the 1st of April 1943. It is possible that someone using the name of Rosa Graf was on this train. Assuming that no mistakes were made, I can only think that the lady showing the ID card was not the sister of Sigmund Freud. She may have been using this identity in a last effort to get better treatment, or to save her life. Rosa Graf was one of 900,000 people swallowed up by Treblinka.